Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Come on in. Ah, we are doing one of our night owl sprints. I hope you guys are ready to write and get the words on the page. The notifications look like they've gone out, so hopefully everyone will find us quickly and easily, and we can dive right on in. So what are you guys writing tonight? What are you working on? Let us know. I took a step back slightly to just fiddle with the outline a little bit, just to work with the direction, Elaine, a little bit better to make sure I was getting the outcome that I wanted and need. Hello, T. Levon. Hey, Amanda, welcome. Ashley, I've had a really stressful week, so I'm looking forward to writing for the next few hours. When does this go until? We're gonna go until about, what is it, 10:30? I think we'll end up around that. Unless we do a bonus, then we'll go a little longer. But we'll see. We'll see how everyone's energy is doing today. Let's see. Patricia, good evening. How are you doing, Patricia? Ashley, actually, I'll be going over my new book. I just got back from my editor after I finish up a few final scenes in my other book. That's pretty much done. Sweet. Awesome. Okay. Looks like everyone is finding us. That's good. Let's see. I need to, let's see. It's amazing. I'm so happy. I love this. Oh, thank you, Ashley. Elaine, today I'm working on editing the first act of my book, and specifically the first chapter, which is always the hardest for me. Well, the first chapter is going to set your groundwork for everything, but really, face it, we change them a lot, so just think about what needs to be there as you edit it, to set up the flavor for the story as you want it to be, to hint at just the right things, and just hook them in and get them wanting to return the page. Amanda, this is my second sprint with you. I can't wait. Oh, thank you. Actually, yeah, I get that, Elaine. Yes, definitely. Trisha is doing good. Okay. We are going to do things a little differently around here. For anyone that is new, we do 25-minute sprints, 4 of them. Sometimes we do more. That's pretty normal. But we also we don't do a 5-minute regular break. We do what I call my 2-minute micro sprint plan, and then we have a little discussion about it and cheer each other on and say what we're going to do, so we can work on that accountability and let the universe know what we're working on. I am going to try something a little differently here, because I am trying to design a planner that works for me. I do love Sarah's HB90 planner, but I find there's a few pages in there that I want to have be a little different for me personally. So I'm going to see if I can create something that is more in line with how I work. I am not a person who works to any, when it comes to my writing, I'm not working to any specific schedule. So maybe I should, but I don't. And I know I'm never going to do that. So I might as well work with what I know I'm going to do, right? Let's see. Amanda, I'm working on my first draft after finally finishing all my chapter outlines. Nice. Elaine, solidarity, Ashley. I love it. Juliet. Happy Friday. Friday? No, it's Saturday. It's Friday. Maybe it's Friday with Juliet. Heather, for today, my goal is 2,200 words and working on developing characters and relationships. Nice. Amanda, my favorite planner is the Appointed Planner. I decorate it too. I love it. I've never heard of that one. Let's look at that. Anna, hello. So glad I made it. Sweet. How are you doing? Jean, hello everybody. Okay, guys, we are going to dive in with our first 2-minute micro sprint plan. I've added a few things on there, if you get stuck in defining it, or if you're on the page and suddenly it's not working, just to basically a couple things to think about that hopefully will help you to get more on the page. Why is the protagonist doing this? And what are they hoping to have happen? And by the end of the sprint, what does the protagonist need to have? what outcome is the protagonist looking for versus what you're looking for. That way, because sometimes they're not the same thing. We do tend to, but we are the ones writing it. But at the same time, the protagonist doesn't always cooperate fully. So your protagonist might be wanting A, B, and C, and you need D, E, and F. So, but if you allow a little bit of room for that, sometimes it can make for a much richer and more fulfilling story. And then it's even Sunday here in the future. Yeah, well, we have to forget we're very international, so often, it throws me though when it gets up there, because I'm like, hold on, I'm like, no, it's Saturday. I know it's Saturday. Did I miss something? Hold on a second. Okay, guys, let's dive into our first 2-minute micro sprint plan. So we're going to use the prompt in the next sprint. I will. And we're looking to figure out what the character is trying to prove or prevent on the page, what you're trying to reveal about character, plot, or setting in the next scene you're writing, what the obstacles are that need to be in that scene, and maybe opportunities for the protagonist, and then any resources you need and the action steps. Patricia, I've done the HB90 method and found the same thing. I found that it caused me more stress, so I've devised a method that is a work in progress. At least it works. Yeah, I'm finding, there's certain things I absolutely love about the planner, but then there's certain things that just don't work for me. And then I feel bad if I don't use it. Does that make sense? I think if you're if you have a structured time, that you are a structured calendar and a very structured day in terms of needing that hourly, the hourly just makes me feel bad because I don't usually hit the marks on any of them if I try to put anything down in an hourly format. So I'm more of a person who figures out what it is I'm trying to do, and then I just get the butt in the chair and get it done. So if this thing works out and I can create it and figure it out, I might even put it out there for you guys. And maybe it can help some of you as well to achieve more, and not feel that bad and overwhelmed that sometimes happens when a planner isn't quite right for us, Juliet, oh my gosh, it has clearly been a week. Head slap. No, nothing wrong there. Last weekend was so confusing because it was a long weekend already. And then on top of it, we did the virtual writing retreat, and we did it a Thursday, Friday, Saturday instead of the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And my brain, oh wow. The number of times that I was like, what day is it? Wasn't good, guys. Okay, let's do our first 2-minute. In the next sprint, I will, and go, guys. 2-minute timer going up. Hmm. Okay. What did you come up with? Let's see. Patricia, me too. Plus, I worked 10 hours, 4 days, which made me stressed. Then try to write. So the end of the story, no, yeah. And so the words on the page. Yeah, you were trying to do it all, and yeah, I don't know about I understand why we did it, because we were trying to make it so that Sunday could be very open for a family day, and the back-to-back sprints would have been too hard on most families, I think, right? But at the same time, that Thursday is, that's a work day. So just, it was something we tried. We'll see. Heather, in the first sprint, I will write the cousins meeting for the first time in the book and catching up. Nice. Elaine, in the sprint, I will read the first chapter and take some structure notes. I actually have my, in terms of resources, I actually printed out just the section I need it, so I don't have to have two documents open side by side, which I think will be good. And I will keep that overwhelm from happening and keep myself focused on just the one I'm working on. Let's see, and I need my classes as a resource. Amanda, in the first sprint, I will finish up chapter 3 and moved on chapter 4. Nice. Yes, I am doing just a quick restructuring. I figured I would take, I took a couple sprints yesterday, and I'm going to do a couple more today, and then I'm going to dive back in, and that way I know the one I'm on the fence on is whether or not I will start trying to pull from what I have so far, or if I will ignore that and just restructure it afterwards. I may just act like it's already done and then just move forward, or just heavily notate so that I know that later on this modification needs to get in there. I'm not sure I'm going to handle this. Heather, to Patricia, I work for 10 hours. I've learned if I can write anything on a work day, I give myself credit. I structure my writing time for my 3 days off. Nice, nice, good plan. Juliet, I am working on finishing a scene I started earlier today. Nice. Okay, guys, who's ready to dive in and do our first 25-minute sprint? Deep breath, guys. Around here, we start strong and we end strong, so let's hit that page and get those words on it. I'm going to get this done, and I'm going to stop fussing with it. I just needed to be able to find the ending, and it was starting to meander and not in a good way. Anna, going to attempt to finish the chapter and move on to the next. Nice. Yes, I'm just going to hit the main ones, like just touch base with like quick opening image setup, maybe catalyst debate, and see if I can get that on the page. And then if I can achieve that, then hit the next 3 and then basically kind of just throw the ideas down the page. Like I said, we'll see what happens. All right, guys, 25 minutes. Good luck, good writing, and I'll see you on the other side. So how did you guys make out? Hey Jenna, how's it going? Oops. Okay. 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 That's what I want to do. Get the right thing here. Okay, how did you guys make out? I got about 536 words there in notes to myself, playing around with the structure and trying to get, I'm kind of doing that thing of using one structure and then trying to lay it on another. This may be a fail, but we'll try. Send hugs, I love it. Jenna is been okay, boys. Lurking while batch filming some videos for next week. Ooh, I like that. Amanda, great. I did 675 words and I'm really getting into the scene. Nice. Elaine, I read a bit and took a bunch of notes. Nice. Got sidetracked looking at structure books. Oh, those are dangerous, but we love them. Elizabeth, I just missed the sprint. Hopefully I can get some words written in the next sprint despite my migraine. Be kind. Try for half the words you normally would do, and that way you can make progress without hurting yourself too much. Heather, 529 words. Anna Paula, almost done editing the first chapter. Nice. Awesome. Well done, guys. For me, I ended up doing more of the, I made it from opening image to bad guys close in. Technically, I made it to the all is lost because I got to go back and fill in the bad guys close in beat. But I think I've got a better idea where I want this thing to go, and the structure is, I don't think I will be able to use most of what I've written already. But I think that the structure of some of the scenes are going to be slightly different in terms of who does it. I'm reducing the number of cast because it got to be a little too much, I think. Karen, hello, streaming on the big screen and also on my laptop, so maybe you are getting 2 views for one. Love it. Patricia, basically brainstorming ideas and allowing myself time to enjoy the process again. Good advice. Anna, not bad, 478 words. It came together in the end. The forbidden romance is blooming. Love it. Very nice. Okay, guys, let's dive in and do our next 2-minute micro sprint plan. Whoops. Let's do the right thing. Okay. So, what you're trying to reveal about plot, character, setting, what your protagonist is trying to do on the page, or not do, what they're trying to prove or prevent, the obstacles in their way, the opportunities they could maybe take if it works out, or maybe they'll decline them at their own risk, and the resources you're going to need, and the action steps. Juliet, I did a little over 300 that round, which seemed nice. Jean, I got 526 words done. Sweet. Okay. In the next sprint, I will. 2-minute timer going up. Where's my 2-minute timer? There it is. Okay. And go, guys. Pardon me. So how did you do? Ashley, I just sent out my new book to my best 70 VIP beta readers. Love that. I like to call them. Then I'll go out to the rest later. Nice. For the rest of the night, I'll be going over edits on my other book back from the editor. I'm working on 2 books at once, and I have 2 books with my writing partners. Big yikes. Woo. How are you keeping that all balanced? Lots of notes, I have a feeling. Jenna, in the next video, I will work on finishing up newsletter things. They get a lot with the early cover reveal tomorrow. Nice. Karen, I am reading and commenting on my critique partner's work tonight. Nicely done. I need to figure out how to throw the rest of these notes onto the outline. It is going a lot smoother, so I'm very happy that I used the technique. For anyone who hasn't tried this one, it's called Jumpstart Your Novel by Mark Teppo, and I think I said that right, Teppo. It's just a very how do I put it? It's a simple kind of breakdown of the plot, but in a way that just takes all the other clutter out of the picture. So you just focus on the key points. So I felt like I was kind of getting into that, like I said, meandering stage, and I didn't like that. So I kind of figured, okay, time to take a little step back, see where this needs to go, redefine, move forward. Let's see. In the next Lane, in the next sprint, I will continue reading and taking notes. Elizabeth, in the next sprint, I will continue this chapter and find a way to end it. Sometimes I have difficulty with figuring out exactly how to end chapters. Hear ya. Ashley, cover reveals are so fun. They are, definitely, and congrats. Heather, main character is going to find out that her cousin didn't invite her for the reason she thinks she did. Okay. Nice detail. Ashley, I'm supposed to read the arc of my sister's novel, but I know I'm just going to sob because it's about her life, so I'm kind of putting it off, but I do want to read it. Get the tissues, a good cup of tea, and dive on in and let those tears fall, and you can tell her everywhere that you cried, so she knows where she's got that emotion on the page. Ashley, I read the description and cried my eyes out. Oh. You've got this. You've got this. Be strong for her. Okay, guys. For me, I'm gonna just continue with where I was with the outline for the first character, and then I guess with the last 2 sprints there, I will figure out the other character's outline, and then hopefully I can just dive back into writing tomorrow because that's what I want to do. Okay, guys. Let's dive into our second sprint. 25 minutes, and I'll see you on the side. Good sprinting, everyone. decided to do. How'd you make out? Jenna had to head out. She had to work on dinner. So I got through the first character. Let's see here for word count. So 539 that time, not bad. More importantly, I like the structure. I like how it broke down. It's good. It was good. It was good. I think the complications are far clearer. Like I said, much of this stuff already exists. It's just the fact that I was finding it hard to. What else word I want to use here? Keep the direction of the momentum. I think I was getting stuck in the middle scenes because I didn't quite know how they were gonna escalate. Let's see, Amanda, 660 words, nice. Lori, 381, 20 minutes, not too bad. And I finished the chapter, nice. Heather, 693, I didn't think I had gotten that many. I love when that happens. Elaine, I read a bit more and took more notes. I'm figuring out the motivations for my characters being attracted to each other. And I think that was the other thing, is my motivations weren't quite on the page. I used a combination also of the goals, motivation, conflict structure as well to make sure I was figuring out exactly. And I redefined the antagonist, and it was kind of obvious on the page that's the antagonist I was going for, but all my notes didn't quite point in that direction. Anna, no words this round, but hopefully next round. Mummy duties. Anna Paula, working on chapter 2 now. Nice. Elizabeth, 520 words. Nicely done, guys. We are at the midpoint. So if you have not gotten into your chair to stretch it all for a while, time to stand up. Good old GMC, exactly. It's new to me only because I think years ago I tried to buy a hard copy of it. This is before I very much went into ebooks and stuff. And the price scared me in the opposite direction. Because even now, I think to actually get a actual physical copy of that book, it's like stupidly priced, like $100 or something like that. But then I realized they have a Kindle version. What are you doing? Get the Kindle version done. Reading it, amazing, awesome reference. I love how she breaks it down. It's really cool. Yeah, it is expensive. It's crazy, right? Okay, guys. Oh, as well, if you've only been drinking caffeinated beverages, now's the time to switch to a little water for your body and a little self-care. Okay, guys, let's dive into our third micro sprint plan. I am switching to the other character now. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, let's go. In the next sprint, I will, what you need to reveal, what you're trying to get your protagonists to do on the page, the obstacles and opportunities presented to them, and the what they're trying to prove or prevent, the action steps you're going to take, and the resources you need. I am so happy I made a printout. This is making life so much easier than having to switch in and out of the document. So much nicer. Sometimes it pays to kill a tree, guys. Actually, that's only a few pages. Okay, guys. In the next sprint, I will. 2-minute timer going up. Oh, where are you? There we are. Fun games. Oops, sorry guys, distracted by family stuff. Okay, so what did you come up with? I was working on a cover with my designer that was looking kind of weird, going to try a new background. Interesting. Not quite laying out. Maybe the sizing, the proportions are off. Sometimes that happens. Heather, a subplot decided to show up earlier than planned in the last sprint. This time she's going to find out what her cousin really invited her to. I love that. Patricia, keep brainstorming on paper. Go through an old idea to find new seeds to brainstorm. Nice. Yeah, I'm finding that as much as I'd love to fully go digital, sometimes you need to go back to paper. It just, at least for the brainstorming, the structuring stuff, just there's something that works a little bit better in there. Elaine, next sprint, going to read chapter 2 and take notes. Nicely done. Okay, sounds good. I'm going to try to work through the first half of the outline quickly, just hitting those key points. I'm trying to go leaner because I find that I often change things anyways, so the full detailed outline is not, I'm not going to stay true to it, so why am I torturing myself with it? Because again, it's one of those things that I just feel bad about it, and then I let myself get overwhelmed and upset, and I should not do that. Just do what I need and get going with it. Elizabeth, in the next sprint, I will continue drafting this chapter. And Lori, in the next sprint, I will finish scene 1 of the next chapter. It looks like Facebook did it again, guys. So I changed 2 of the possible 4 things as I understood it. So I will go ahead and I will implement the next 2 changes. So we will see if tomorrow's will work better on Facebook. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Facebook is one of those grumpy things, and I don't necessarily ever trust it. Let's see. Oops. Patricia, for me, writing on paper helps with the process. It does. It hugely does. I feel bad that I'm trying to do more electronic just because there's less papers around, less notebooks, less random little post-its, but there's power to notebooks and to post-its and to index cards, and there's a reason they've lasted as long as they have. Okay, guys, let's start. Oh, actually, 2 things. I will be back tomorrow, 3 to 5 p.m. So I should say 3 to 5:30 p.m. I know it's about that half-hour mark before we're ending, so 2.5 hours. And if we go longer, well, then we go longer, and we'll see how everyone's energy is. My voice does not want to. But we haven't done one for a while, so let's do a this or that. Love or hate relationship when naming your characters. What strategies, resources do you use to name your characters? Let us know. Is it love or hate? And how do you make it work? How do you get around it? Elizabeth, I have some sticky notes sitting on my wall above my desk. Nothing wrong with that. Use them. They're wonderful. They're in your face and they get things done. Elaine, yay. I love it. So while you guys think about that one, let's dive in and do our next 2-minute micro sprint. In the next sprint, I will, and then you can also tell me whether you have a love or hate relationship with naming your characters and how you deal with that. Okay, in the next sprint, I will. 2-minute timer going out. I'm losing it, guys. We already did this. We are supposed to be moving into our 25-minute time. Crazy. I got distracted. I know, my bad. Okay, guys. One of those days, right? Okay. Think about whether you have a love or hate relationship with naming your characters, and we are going to dive in and do our 25-minute sprint. Naming characters is the worst. Half the time I get my BFF to name them for me and give me a list of names to pick them. Amanda, a name will usually come to me, and then for last name, I'll search for a list and then just say the name with each last name until I find one that sounds good. I like that. Good strategy. Lori, I love creating my characters. Elizabeth, I love naming characters. I feel like it comes naturally to me. My fault I was asked about dinner. And then a little grocery shopping. Oh well. Sorry, life, guys. Life got in the way there. For me, I tend to kind of do the name. I kind of use the what kind of comes to me, but I'm terrible at the last name end of it. It just I almost feel like it's like, oh, no one will ever use it. I don't need that in there kind of attitude. And I know that just eventually it's going to need to be on the page. So I'm usually pretty good about the first name, but the last name is like, do I have to? Really? Lori, I've never had a problem naming my characters like Elizabeth. It just comes actually nice. FC, how are you doing? Glad you could join us. We're just talking about whether we have a love or hate relationship with naming our characters and what strategies you use to get around that. I love the idea that you get your best friend to name the characters for you. I think that's so much fun. And I like the idea of the last name. Just pick that first name, get writing, and then get a last name, when you need it, and just go through surnames until you find something that sounds good. I like that. FC, I'm so late today, but I've made some good progress already. 1,788 words already. Nice. Patricia, sometimes the name comes to me, other times it's baby names or other books, yeah. Many times I write down names in a list and see which one calls to me. Last names, different story. Exactly. Amanda, that's how I feel about middle names. I don't usually come up with those. I didn't even consider a middle name. We're not going there. Elizabeth, sometimes names come to me as I fast draft, and other times the name comes to me before the character shows up on the page. Interesting. Lori, one of my favorite things to do while creating characters is taking an MBTI, match personality, and pretending I am that character. Works wonders. I like that. Good idea. Jean, I enjoy naming my characters. They begin being real to me after the name comes to me. I got 428 words, going slowly, but it's going forward. Perfect. That's excellent. Good news. Elaine, I actually use the Scrivener name generator a lot too. Oh, that's a good resource. Excellent. Wilson. Oh my. I need to have a little break, guys. Heather, Social Security website for names. Oh, that is interesting. Okay, guys, you can look them up by year. That way I know they are the right age for the name. Ooh, that's awesome. Everybody make a little post-it of that, put it on your computer. See, Riley. My little trick with surnames is taking the second letter of their name and having the surname start with that letter. Ooh, that's genius. That way you narrow the list and you just... Ooh, I love that. My first person narrator is NINJ. Sweet. Awesome. Okay, guys. Let's dive into our third sprint, 25 minutes for reals this time. And I'm going to get back on track with this outline, but I am going to take a wee little break and put some ice in my water and move around a little bit and stretch. But I will be back to finish that sprint with you guys. So good sprinting, and I'll see you on the other side, guys. did you do? I'm loving this idea here that the themed sprints and how we could structure that. That is very, very cool. We may have a potential idea here for our next retreat. Maybe I will be putting this by Sarah and see how she likes that. She might be all over that. That sounds like an actual really fun way to do this. Let's see. Try it. I find it so helpful with character development, and also check out NaNoWriMo. Nice. Yes, I have used those in the past. They are actually wonderful. Jenna, you are so welcome. Thank you for joining us. And your newsletter is all done. That's awesome. Amanda, 671 this time. Oh, let me find out what I am at here. Okay. What do I need here? That one 340, but I also only did like, what did I sit down, about 15 minutes or so? So not bad. Okay. Okay, that's gonna be okay. Yeah. Let's see. Lori, 335 this time. Awesome. Amanda, I sadly have to miss the last one because I need to get dinner done. But I can't wait for the next one. Guys, I will be back tomorrow, 3 to 5 p.m. Come and join me. Let's see, and then I am taking loads of notes about my two main characters, so I feel I'm being productive even if I'm not actually actively editing or writing. And sometimes that's the step. That's what I'm doing, is literally restructuring and taking all my notes and trying to condense them down into just a very, very tight little outline that I can follow and just not get distracted by all the extra other notes and details that I have there that are just making me go off in tangents that I don't want to use. Well, I want to use them, but I don't want to I want to make sure the main focus of the scene happens, more importantly, right? Let's see, Heather, 546, nicely done. Okay. I am going to continue and finish out the other half of this outline, and that way, but tomorrow I should be able to just dive in and go right back into writing. And if I get a chance tonight, I might do a quick read through and see if I can do a quick cut and paste of the scenes and move them around a little bit, but I don't know if I entirely need to do that. Maybe, maybe not. One thing I know for sure I'm going to do is make a printout of this, and that way I can for sure refer to it tomorrow and not have to be in and out of the document, which I find it's actually a distraction. Anna Paula, thank you so much for the sprints. I'm getting a lot done. It is nice to work together. I love working together with you guys. Heather, Lori, I stole it from Alexa Dawn. Oh yeah, she's got some amazing ideas, guys. Lysande, hey, how's it going? Jumping in for the last sprint. Well, I'm glad you could join us. Okay, guys, let's dive in and do our last 2-minute micro sprint plan. The only thing we're going to do differently here is we're going to try to figure out where we want to end off so we can define that. So the next time we write, we can just jump right on in and know exactly where we finished off, and we have ourselves set up for success. Okay, in the next sprint, I will reveals, action steps, resources, what you're trying to get your protagonist to do on the page, what they're trying to prove or prevent, the obstacles or opportunities that are presented to them, and the and where you want to end up, so that next time you pick up your writing, you can just jump right on in. In the next sprint, I will. So that's what I'm going to go from So what did you come up with, you guys? Let's see. I figured out that I need to... So I sort of have one character who's on a... I guess they're both technically on a destructive path, because if either one of them does what they need to do, it is going to ruin their worlds. But hopefully fix it at the same time. Gotta break some eggs, right? Let's see. Heather, I will show either how... I either show how the cousin trying to stay with a group so the main character can't lay into her, or them finding an empty room and having it out. I don't know what they are going to do. I love that. Lysandra, into the final sprint. I will finish my All Is Lost beat. Sweet. One. I'm gonna get this over here too. There. Make myself a quick note so I do the next thing I need to do. There. That way I make sure those two things happen. They're kind of important for tomorrow's. Let's see. Elaine, in this sprint, I will keep making notes about main character 2 and chapter 2 as well. Awesome. Lori, I'm calling it a night, ladies. I'm tired and can't stop yawning. Well, hopefully we can see you tomorrow for more words. And until then, you have a great night. And I go back and relax because you've worked hard and you've earned it. Have an amazing night, hon. Okay, guys, we are going to dive into our last sprint. As always, we start strong and we finish strong around here. So let's get those words on the page so we know that our writing is done for today and we have made strides in our novels, in the progress of them, in the character development and the plot. And we know that things are coming together. Okay, guys, 25 minutes. Let's finish strong. Good luck, and I'll see you on the other side. What'd you do? Exotic Expression popped in just to say hi. I like the video. I love that. Thank you. And wish everybody a great evening. Let's see here. Okay, and that got done. So I re-outlined both and got what I was hoping to out of that. What did you guys do? I don't think I will get lost in the middle anymore, which is pretty cool. Okay. 791 that time. Cool. Elaine, I had lunch and wrote some more notes. Awesome. The next bit I have to figure out is if I want to take this and make it into index cards or print which might be the simpler technique, or the other option is I can just print this out and refer to that, and then I can scratch up and write notes all over it. Options. Well, thank you guys for joining me. It's been an amazing night. We got a lot done. I'm very happy with my progress. I hope you are too. I hope you got a lot done. Why not both? That's true. And working through it one more time, maybe it'll be fast, but it will also be a way to ensure that the steps are there to consider. Anna Paula, almost done editing chapter 2. Thank you again for Smith. You're so welcome. Sleep well, everyone. Definitely. Elaine, I like having index card as well as the notes. I may go that route. I want to dive back into writing, but I also don't want to get, I don't want to waste my time writing scenes over and over trying to find that feel. I want to be able to just keep progressing. Lysanda got a few paragraphs done. Thanks for the sprints. You're so welcome. Heather, 801. Awesome work count. Okay, guys, I will see you tomorrow for 3 to 5 p.m. 3 to 5:30 p.m. I really do have to make sure I put that on there from now on. It's so much easier to say 3 to 5. Elaine, thank you so much. You are so welcome. Hoping I'll be up early enough tomorrow as well. I hope you can make it. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go because I'm going to head on up to dinner. I'm going to quickly spend a couple minutes just getting the post for tomorrow up. That'll take me a few minutes, and then I'm going to go have some dinner. I hope you guys all have an amazing night. Kick back and relax. In terms of Elaine, I hope she has, yeah, actually, we're in an evening a little bit too, right? I think you're midday, actually. Ashley, you're so welcome. I got 10 done. That's sweet. And you're so welcome, Heather. Okay, guys, I will see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. for more words. Have a great night. Bye, guys. I'm